Well, hello there, boys and girls. It's time for another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. Now, you might be wondering what we're going to have tonight. Tonight, I am going to make the most ghetto fabulous chili mac. So, what we're going to start with here is we're going to get a pot for our chili. Let's see. I think this pot will work just nice. Fire up the old burner. And get us some chili. Don't let the name brand fool you. These were on sale. Otherwise, we used the store brand. And just to prove that I ain't lying, there's the store brand. But since these were on sale, we kind of, we got to do our thing. And this is the one with no beans. You got no beans up in here. Why does chili always look like dog food when it comes out the can? I just never could figure that out. Then you're going to need 2 cans of chili. I'm going to lower that heat down to about a medium. I'm going to put 2 cans in there. Look at that nonsense right there, huh? Get in there. And you want to get all of that goodness out of there. Now, because there's still lots of goodness in there, and the chili is thick, and we're going to make chili mac with it, we're going to go ahead and add some water to it. So we use our same old can, so we don't have to wash a measuring cup. And what I do here is, I got almost a whole can of water here. And I use that to loosen up all the other goodness that was left in the can. And then, since that other can's got goodness still in it, I pour that can into this can to get all that goodness out. And then I'll stir it around, get all that goodness out. And there's still more goodness in there, so I'll just Run it back and forth a couple times. Make sure you get all that goodness out, because when you pour away trash, you want to get all that goodness out of there. All right. And see, there's still some goodness in there. So since it's all loosened up now, we are gonna get all of that goodness out. Put the covers in so you're not to cut yourself. And see, this chili's still thick. And we do have the water right there with the remnants. So we pour about half a can of water in there and stir it up, see what we get. Kind of loosens it up a little bit. So far, we've got about two-thirds of a cup of water inside of 2 cans of chili. And just mix that up real good. Raise that heat up a little bit. And then since we're going to keep this other quarter of a can of water right there just in case we need it. And since we did dilute the mixture a little bit, we're going to take some ground black pepper. We're just going to go across the top with that. Just generous enough. I'm going to go with some fresh cracked black pepper. About 15 little pinches there. A little bit of Tony Chachere's. I'm going to go with the ever so goodness of this here garlic powder. Dust the top of it. Then you're going to get your little onion powder, or dust the top with a little onion powder. Then you're going to get your chili powder. All right. Put all that away. I'm going to want to stir this up. Get all those ingredients that we just added to this good and mixed. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to get your big old pot that you're going to boil your noodles in. Big old pot. You're going to put some water in there. And you want to fill that sucker up to it's about a little over halfway filled. Let that heat up. And now, while we're waiting for the water boil, I'll get us some hot dogs. We got the ever so delicious Bar S. That's one thing the red man don't skimp on is his hot dogs. He likes his Bar S. They cheap. They're the cheapest hot dogs, but they're not the store brand. And then I'm just gonna cut these into little rings. We were gonna go out tonight for Chinese New Year's and do a white trash guide to buffets across America, but couldn't find nobody that wanted to party with the red man. So we're just gonna sit here and make us some chili mac. So, and then depending on, you know, this here will feed 2 cans of chili, 6 hot dogs. Sometimes I use 8 hot dogs, but there was only 6 in this pack. I don't feel like opening another pack, so I just cut these a little thinner. And a packet of pasta will make a good 4 bowls of chili mac. Easy good 4 bowls. Because usually when I make this, it's me and my son, and we each have like a bowl and a half. And I usually have a bowl the next day for breakfast. So it easy makes 4 big old bowls. So I just continue to slice up these hot dogs here. And after I get half of them done, so this is going to be the 3rd one, I'm going to stir it up to see if I need to add more water. Because you don't want your chili, when you're making your chili mac, to be thick. You want it to be pretty thin. That way it'll coat all your noodles and go inside your noodles. And if it's too thick, it won't do that. It'll just clump on the outside of your noodles. When you're making chili for your hot dogs, when you're making hot dogs and chili to put on a bun, you want it less liquidy. Because you don't want that shit running down your arms. Mess up your good wife beaters. You don't want to mess up your good wife beater with chili dripping down. Yeah, that's one thing you don't want to do. You could get the sweat stains in the pits, sweat stains around the neck, but you don't want chili on your wife beater. So it's taking a while for that water over here to boil in that big old pot. It ain't even started to boil yet. Is that burner even on? Yep, it's on. Just slow. That old saying, a watch pot never boils. Well, I ain't watching it. I'm just peeking at it every now and then. And that's when you got some knife skills. When you could put the knife back toward you and slice up a hot dog and not cut your finger. That's when you got the mad skills. You know how to stop before. Because you know when you're in the hood and you Ghetto fabulous, you got to know when to stick somebody and when not to stick somebody. So if you can control that knife and not stick somebody, you're doing all right. But when you got to get all stabby with a punk in the street, you know, that's when you just instead of slicing them, you give them a little poke. Yeah, since these are the jumbo hot dogs, I think I'm just going to go with 6 instead of 8. Usually we get the smaller hot dogs, the not so fat hot dogs. But I'm thinking 6 will be a good magic number. So this will give me 2 bowls for tonight and 2 bowls for tomorrow for breakfast. Like I said, this here, 2 cans of chili, 6 hot dogs, and a packet of pasta. that will set you right for at least 4 bowls. One more slice and that is done. Yep, there we have it. All right, put that in the sink. Wash our hands. And we got steam coming up, so we know we're getting close. Throw the hot dog packet away. Give this a good mix and see if I need to add more water to it, which I think I may have to. Just by the volume of hot dogs in there. Let's go ahead and pour a little more water in there. The heck, we're going to pour that whole can in there. So we used 2 cans of chili and almost a whole can of water, because I stopped it about right there, so not quite a whole can of water. Throw that away. And what I want to do is, when I make chili, I like to spice it up a little bit. So you get your Tabasco sauce. I usually use Trappy's Red Devil sauce for most of my cooking, but when I do chili, I like the Tabasco. Give it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Yeah, about 10 shakes. A little more, a little less, depending on how hot you want it. And the reason I like the Tabasco with the chili, Tabasco's got a little bit more of a vinegary taste. And for a while, Tabasco was teamed up with Old Hormel, and they made the chili with the Tabasco sauce in it. And I tried it and I liked it. So then I started adding it to my chili. Alright, now that we got all our ingredients in there, now we're just going to cover this up and let that sit there and cook for the whole time while we're waiting for that pasta. Now the pasta I'm using is the large elbow macaronis. I like the skinners. I buy them when they're on sale. Get this big old family pack here for 88 cents. And we like them tender, so once we drop them in that boiling water, we're going to let them go for 8 minutes. And while we're waiting for the water to finish boiling, we're going to get our garnishings, our Ghetto Fabulous garnishings, which is going to consist of mild shredded cheddar and what I like to call shaker cheese, aka Parmesan. I'm going to put our kitchen scissors back in the little bucket there. Give this another stir since it's starting to cook up good. We are going to get us a big spoon, so when we do our how you call it here? Oh goodness gracious, I'm making a mess here. I'm getting chili on the side that's dripping into the element here. We don't want that to be happening. Let's wipe that up. I'm going to have to clean the element here tonight when I clean the stove up. It's starting to stink. I can smell it. Alright, so it looks like our water's almost ready to boil. It's boiling now, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour these little noodles up in there. Stir them so they don't clump. Set our timer for 8 minutes. Let that rock and roll. While that's rolling, we are going to get our strainer out, or our colander. God damn it, cat. Bad kitty. We got our strainer out, put that by the sink. And I'll see y'all back in 8 minutes. Alright, so we back in our noodles just dinged. Now look at me making a mess. I'm frustrated because we had an incident with the cat here. And so we're gonna turn this here fire off. We're gonna lower this down to keep warm. I'll give this a good little stirring. Make sure none of the meat or hot dogs are stuck or burnt down on the bottom. Ah man, I gotta clean this son of a bitch up. Alright, so then we're gonna take this here. We're gonna take it over to the sink. Strain it off. Dump after you strained it off. Dump your noodles back into your pot. Yep, got a noodle stuck in the colander there. This old sucker got all discombobulated and need a new one. But we Ghetto white trash, it still works. Put your colander in the sink. Turn your fire off of this. And then what you're going to want to do, you put your lid in the sink. You're going to want to get your rubber spatula because you ain't going to leave any of that goodness up in here. I'll take this here pot and dump it straight into your macaronis that you just cooked. Scrape as much of that as you can with this. Set it back down. And then you're going to take your rubber spatula, because that rubber spatula is your friend to get all your goodness out of there. So look at all that goodness you get out of there with just your rubber spatula. You don't want that goodness to waste. Run you some water in there. So it don't stick. And then all you're going to want to do is, because that heating element's still hot, just want to give it a good stirring as to coat all your noodles up. Maybe turn the heat up just a little bit. Let some of that extra watery part, that liquid, let that come off. While that's steaming off, go ahead and get your bowl. think I used a little too much water this go round. I should have held off that last eighth. But it'll tighten back up. And it'll be even better for the next day. Now go ahead and serve yourself a big old bowl. Turn the heat off. I'm going to move it over here where it's off the heat. Get your paper towel. I'm going to have to really get the old cleaner to do that justice. Got to get your Ghetto brand 409. And what you want to do, while it's nice piping hot, add you 2 big old nice generous helpings of cheese. I'll leave the cheese out because I'm a fat man, and you know I'm gonna get me another bowl of this before the night's over. And give yourself a little bit of parm. And there you have it, boys and girls. You got you some Ghetto Fabulous Chili Mac. The only thing left to do is, you guessed it, put it in your mouth. Alright, so we back here with our wonderful Chili Mac. All you want to do is stir it up so you get all that cheesy goodness throughout. Get you something on the tube. I mean, look at the steam coming off of that. That's beautiful. Cheese getting clumped up on my spoon there. Make sure you get a hot dog in that bite. Let's see. Get your hot dog and get some Chili Mac. Only thing left to do, like I said, is put it in your mouth. This is good on a cold night like tonight. Get you a couple good bowls of this. It will set you right for sure. So, there you have it. Ghetto Fabulous Chili Mac. So, if you like this episode, see that little subscribe button? Subscribe. You know when I have some new cooking shows or some new White Trash Guide to Buffets, tell you which buffets are good in the Houston area, and I'm going to eventually travel around and check them out too. Also got comics from the can. You want to hear a fat man read comics to you from the can, you can check that out all on my YouTube channel. So subscribe. If you like it, down there somewhere there's a little like button. Give me the thumbs up. Also, leave a comment down in the comment section. Share this with your ma, your pa, your greasy grandma. Share it with your family and friends. And if you have a recipe you want me to try, leave it in the comments. I will try to get to it, try to make it to my best abilities. And again, thanks for watching the Ghetto Gourmet. Until next time, always cook Ghetto Fabulous style. Thanks for watching. Hi, and thanks for watching another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. If you like that video, subscribe. Click that little subscribe button, please. And if you enjoyed it, there's a little like button down there. Give me the thumbs up. And if you have a comment, there's a section down there, comment section. Leave a comment. I reply to all my comments. If there's something you want me to try to cook, you know, just name it, put it down there. I'll give it a try. Also, I have 2 other web series. The Comics from the Can, and also White Trash Guide to Buffets Across America. Give those a view. Check them out. Think you may enjoy them. Until next time, enjoy cooking Ghetto Fabulous style.